welcome back. This is Charlie at My Messy Fingers. On our last video, we just finished with page 2, and now we're going to work on page 3 for your album. This is a little sample of how the layout's going to look. It's using some of your cut-aparts and some of your scraps to get this done and kind of utilize as much of the different elements within the paper collection. So this piece, we are going to cut just a little bit bigger because we're not building up on the ends of this. So this particular piece that I cut measures 9.5 inches across. It's still measuring at the 9 7/8 on your height. So from the scraps, both of the cardstock and the paper collection, I picked these two pieces, and this is going to fit along the bottom for a very large pocket. And then I cut out this element, backed it on cardstock. Everything's been pre-inked. And I am using Tim Holtz Distress Ink Walnut Stain. And then these two are going to sit side by side. Okay? On these two pieces, you are going to cut a piece that is going to be 4.5 inches, scoring at 1/2. You're going to cut two of those. 4.5 inches, scoring at 1/2 inch. And then to mount these, I came in with my ruler. I made a pencil line, came in with my ruler. Penciled in a line, and then I cut it with my craft knife. So this is going to slide in to this opening that I've created so that this sits in here like this. Now each of these are 1/2 inch from the edge, and I do believe I'm a 7/8 of an inch from the top. So I'm going to go ahead and put my tape on the underside. This one doesn't take a whole lot of cutting. Makes up for some of the other pages, I think. Get some tape on there. And then burnish. I'm going to slide that in there. Get it nice and snug. Open this up. Take the tape off. Press it down. Burnish it in. This should just tuck right under there. There we go. And then we're going to do the same over here. Around the tape. Burnish. This is going to be a fast, quick page for you guys. Get that to stand up there. And burnish. And then I'm going to come in here and we're going to put that bottom pocket on. So all of our cardstock is down. And then we're just covering it with the pretty paper. And that would be that. A little bit of an overhang, so I'm just using my finger to flatten it down. And then we're going to come in here, line this up on that corner, that edge, make sure it's even across the bottom. And then we're going to burnish in place. So what you end up here is these opening up so that you've got lots of room here to put additional photos or to put items into pocket. These two pieces are going to sit right like this. These were cut from your A4 papers. And we're going to glue the back side. Just going to very carefully come up to that score line, not too close to it. And then we're going to do the same here. Okay, I almost blew it. Almost, not quite. I think I might be able to save this. I meant to put magnets down on that underside. So what I'm going to try and see if these small magnets will hold this down so that I don't have to use larger ones. There we go. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to make sure this is as flat as it can be. Put that in place. So that worked. So let's do that again. Should have been on the underside, but as always, I get to going too fast. Perfect. There we be. Now we can go ahead and put these down. I want to get around that magnet pretty good. Settle this right in there and give it a good burnish, especially right around that magnet. Okay, now we're going to do the same here. And then this bottom piece, we'll get this in. And I decided, for me, I really like this dark. On this piece I picked, you might pick a different piece from your scraps, but I liked this piece. Okay. And then this, I'm going to just raise this up a little bit off the edge, but I'm going to be careful this time to make sure that I don't glue past that, because I made the mistake of forgetting the last time. We don't want to glue it down to this. Okay, so just a bit above and secure. There should not, nope, I did good. I'll just double check, looks good. Now I've cut out from one of the image sheets that has a lot of cutouts on it. There were a couple of flowers left, and what I wanted to do is fussy cut a couple of them that matched some of the images on these guys here, and then I'm going to pop them up on a foam pop-up. Sit that right there. This one, because it complements this image, I'm just going to sit that right there. And then this one, I'm cutting this tail off because it's really irrelevant to what I'm going to do with this. Add some ink to the edge. I'm going to put a little foam pop-up on it. And this image fits this. So I'm just going to put that right there. And then I have this silver piece. It's got looks like maybe a dove with a flower right there. I really would like to cut that off, but I don't have anything to do that with. So I think I'm just going to kind of add it here. You can choose not to do that. That is your preference. But I'd like to utilize these goodies that she sent. As a designer, I don't think it's right that I hoard them. So I'm just going to come right in there and I'm just going to put it right there. All right. We are almost done. The only thing that's left to do is to secure the back side. Now, I don't want this piece here kind of flapping in the wind. I'm going to try this and see what this does. I can always lift it off there, but I want that. Oh, very good. Okay, so that's not splitting and opening right there. So let's go ahead and do that to the other side. We're going to tape that down. Now we are ready to put this in our book. We're going to need to take this strip off. Well, let's see. If you haven't got, no, I still wanted to do that. This would have covered it, but that's okay. We're using the larger of the tapes that I'm playing with. This is 5/8 because, as I've stated in a couple of the other videos, I want to make sure that we've got good coverage for adhering this to the page and the album. Okay. Then I'm going to run a piece of tape. I think I'll go a little bit of a diagonal because those appear there and there. I don't trust the tape backing on these. I know they're good magnets, but I don't want the magnets slipping over time, so taping over them. Okay, burnish. Let's get all those edges. Get that down there really good. And then, as I have done before, we're going to take the center pieces off first. I'm going to come right up almost to the edge on this, center it top and bottom, and just let it fall in place pretty gently. So you see it going at 9.5. We have just a little bit of an edge here. I don't ever want to come all the way up to this because it will interfere when we're turning the page over. So it's time to take off the rest of this. Have a little tape overhang here, so I'm just going to use my finger and tuck it underneath. Okay, let's give it a good old burnish. Okay, there you go. That is page 3. We will have page 4 done, and you can return and view it. Thank you for watching.